Hi, I'm Kim Liu, and I'm here to demonstrate my mobile app, my final project for business programming. The name of my app is Day by Day app, and the reason it's called Day by Day is because that is my weight loss philosophy. This is a weight loss app. It seems like a lot of people these days are looking for fast results for weight loss. So they want to take a diet pill, they want something that's easy, or maybe they will figure, well, if I just do a really extreme workout or starve myself, then I'll lose the weight. And they do end up losing weight very quickly. They get the quick results that they want. The problem with this method is that it's a short-term method. They end up gaining that weight back. And my philosophy is to do things gradually and slowly. There's less pain, less risk of injury. It's just a lot more comfortable doing something gradually and slowly. And then once you start doing things gradually and slowly, it becomes more of a habit and a lifestyle change. And then you have more of a long-term weight loss. The weight stays off and you can continue to work towards losing more and more weight over time. The app that I've created is for an Android device. I'm going to be demonstrating it on a Google Nexus 7 tablet. Here's the app. Let's call it Day by Day. There's the title. It gives you a quick description of what the app can do. I'm going to start off with the interactive portions. And here's my calorie counter. The calorie counter lists a lot of common food items, and then you would input the number of units of that food item that you've had, and it will then calculate the number of calories that food item is. So let me show you. Okay, so here's the listing of food items, and they're just common food items like apples and carrots, bread, rice, maybe a few meals in there too. So I'm going to do spaghetti with tomato and sauce and meatballs. That's actually one of my favorite meals. And the food item listing is 1.5 cups. But let's say I have 3 cups. So that's 2 units. And I'll show you the input. So spaghetti, tomato sauce, and meatballs, 2 cups. And that's 1,150 calories that I just ate. I also coded it so that it will only take a numerical input. So let's just say that I enter in letters. So here I've entered in my name. And when I click calculate calories, it gives me an error message. The field turns red, which basically says that that's not a correct input. You need to enter in a number. The next interactive portion of the app is the calorie burn, and this is similar to the calorie counter. It's listing some common exercises, and then you would enter in the number of minutes that you've done that exercise. So I'll show you the listing of exercises. We have walking, running, swimming, yoga, and I'm going to choose yoga just because that is one of my favorite activities. And a typical yoga class is usually 75 minutes. So I'm going to put 75 minutes. Yoga, 75 minutes, click calculate. And that is saying that 225 calories were burned doing that activity. I've also coded it so that it will only take numbers. So this time I'm going to do symbols. So as you can see there, I've got pound sign, percent, all of that. And once I click calculate calories, it says error. It needs to be a number input, and then the field again will turn red, letting you know that that's not a correct input. And the last interactive portion of my app is the calorie journal. And this is just an array. You're going to enter in the date, the number of calories that you ate that day, and the number of calories that you burned that day. And it's just a way to keep track of your calories. over time. That way you can kind of see what maybe your pattern of behavior is. And then you can start to make daily, weekly, or monthly goals depending on what you want to do, how many calories you maybe want to reduce over time as far as the number of calories you've eaten, or maybe you want to increase your calorie burn, so you want to set goals for that. And so I'll show you. I'll enter in something for the list. So I'll put May 4th, 2014. That day I ate 2,000 calories, and that day I decided to go for a run or something, and I burned 300 calories. So here are my inputs. And then as you can see below, when I did add to list, it adds that. So it says May 4th, 2014, 2,000 calories eaten, 300 calories burned. So I'll go ahead and enter in the next day just so you can see how the list works. We have May 5th, 2014. And let's say that day I just felt really hungry. So I'm going to put 2,500 calories. I ate more the next day. But then, I don't know, I came home and I just got lazy and I didn't really feel like working out. So I've only burned 100 calories that day. I just went for like maybe a quick walk or something. So there you go. Click add to list, and then you can see there's 2 days now. There's May 4th and then there's May 5th. So maybe you're just wanting to monitor it on a weekly basis or a monthly basis. And then when you're done with that, you would just click clear all, and that completely clears out your array and you can start over again. And those are the interactive portions, and then the rest are just more informational tips, things like that. So I have here recipes. Recipes. And it kind of just goes along with the rest of my philosophy. If it's something that's easy and quick for you, if you can make it easier or faster for yourself, then it's easier for it to become a habit. Then you just continue to go along that way. So I have a couple of recipes that are really easy to make. You can make large batches of them and then just keep them in the refrigerator. And that way you're not tempted to go get fast food after you get off of work. You know that when you come home, you already have a meal prepared and you just have to warm it up. And you know exactly what's in that food too, because you're the one who prepared it. And the next panel is exercises. So here I just list some exercises that I've been able to start doing and some different exercises that you can do when you're at home and maybe you just don't have time, you're in a hurry, and you just don't have time to go to the gym. I have a panel for active hobbies. So these are hobbies that I got into because I like being outdoors. I do actually like being active. So things like snowboarding and hiking. And it just helped really tie things in together with working out at the gym. It gave my gym workouts purpose behind it and tied it together so that once if I knew if I got fitter from working out at the gym, then snowboarding or hiking actually became a lot easier. I was able to do more difficult trails and it just became a more enjoyable experience for me. The next portion is lessons learned. So these are just different obstacles I faced, injuries, hunger, boredom, and I just write about how I was able to overcome those and just provided some of the tips that I learned over time, and hopefully some of those tips will help other people as well. I have my journey here. So I have a photo of myself when I weighed more and a photo of myself now, weighing a lot lighter. And I just kind of talk about some of the struggles that I went through and what I learned over time and how I was able to adjust my lifestyle. And then the last panel I have here is past, present, future. And this just goes into more detail about what my nutrition and my exercise levels were like in the past, what I'm doing now. I actually just got over some injuries, so I'm getting back into being active. and then my future plans, so races that I might want to run or different things that I want to do to improve my nutrition. And that is my full app. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much for teaching this class. I really enjoyed creating my app. I learned so much from this class. I hope you have a great evening, and thank you so much for watching.